everybody. Welcome to another episode of the JW Rant of the Week. This week, we're digging into something that I am very passionate about. Something that, if you watch a lot of my videos over the years, you know this is something that I like to talk about. And that is the concept that business is personal. I said that right. Business is personal. Yes, I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about hobbies. I'm talking about who you are outside of the office. And with so many of us working from home, who we are outside of the office is, in fact, our home. Now, when LinkedIn first came out, there was almost a stigma, or people were shunned if they shared what's going on in their personal life on LinkedIn. Well, I got news for you. LinkedIn is social media, just like Instagram, just like Facebook. Now, there is a time and place for everything. And someone who has a beautiful and very large life outside of work, I don't share everything on social media. That includes LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and all the other platforms. However, I am very proud to be a father. I am very proud of being born in New York and grew up in Ohio and spent so much of my adult life in San Diego and now living in Texas. I'm proud of that. And that is who I am as a person. And what I do and who I am as a person is who you're developing that relationship with in the workplace. We focus on rapport building, finding out who that person really is. And when you do that, you create genuine friendships. In fact, some of my very best friends to this day, I met 20 years ago when I first started my very first job out of college. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I bet if you're watching this, you probably have a lot of those same relationships. So, what I want to really stress is it is okay to share your personal life on LinkedIn. Now, don't go and share everything in the world. There is a time and place, and there's different platforms for different types of information, but it is okay. So don't hide away from that. I want to build friendships with those people that have a lot of the same qualities as me, the same hobbies as me. It makes life so much easier. It makes business so much easier. And let's think about that for a short moment. Business. Well, that's how we pay for the life that we're building. That's how we support the kids that we're raising. That's how we fund the vacations we're taking. So, why not bring that enthusiasm, that wonderful, beautiful part of our life into the workplace? Because it's no secret, we are all here to make money in one way, shape, or form. And I guarantee that money is going to be used to build the life that you're living. So it's okay. Business is personal. And on that note, let's talk about personal branding, another topic that I am very passionate about. I have the cameras with me pretty much everywhere I go. So I know the importance and the benefit of building a personal brand. So I challenge each and every one of you. I don't have my phone on me, which is a surprise, but even in your pocket, you have a $1,200 device that has a beautiful camera. You can stop and take video and post beautiful content right then and there. So use that device. You don't need to have microphones and fancy cameras or lights shining down to make sure you look pretty. All you need is that camera. And don't be nervous about what people are going to think, or I didn't get enough views. Just post it. Your content is important. And in a world of AI, where the internet is being saturated with so much fake information, so much fake content, I'm challenging you now more than ever to push your content out there because it is important. You get to control the narrative of your personal brand. And I know there's always going to be people out there that are creating better content. Don't worry about that. The people that want to see your content will watch your content. Whether you get 1 view or 10,000 views, don't worry. And if there's someone doing it better and they comment on how you're doing it, you don't want them watching your video anyways, unless they're there to help. So put that content out. Use your phone. Do not be discouraged because you don't have a lot of followers. Build that content, control the narrative. You know you better than anyone else. So why don't you create the personal brand for yourself? And I'm telling you, that will help you as you advance through your career. Hopefully, we all stay with the company we're currently working with for the rest of our lives, but new opportunities are created every single day. And you want to make sure that the narrative about you is the best it can be. And that has so much more to do than a piece of paper called a resume with a bunch of bullet points on it. the video, the content, the blogs, the vlogs, the news articles, the papers that you submit to publications. That is your narrative. So control it. Push that content out and make a beautiful name for yourself. In fact, speaking of AI, here's a cool fact. I actually generated this entire video using AI. This isn't even me. This is just a bunch of recordings I plugged into a software and it created this video. I'm joking. I'm joking. This is me. This is in my home. Or is it? Oh, well, who knows? AI is pretty damn good. So they're going to run the world in just a matter of years. Now, let's get to my companies of the week. A few I want to highlight. The first being the SMTA Ohio chapter and the Austin chapter and the wonderful Austin Regional Manufacturers Association. Obviously, that's a selfish plug for me because I run and the president of the Austin SMTA chapter, but the Ohio chapter, man, this past week, they put on an amazing golf event, and I have never seen so many people come together and be so happy. Competitors cheering each other on, new customers with new vendors. I mean, it was a beautiful event. I got to bring family, and it was pretty cool. So, great work, Ohio SMTA. The Austin SMTA, we created a wonderful vision for how to run our particular chapter, focusing so much on the soft skills in addition to the technical skills that the SMTA is so good at bringing to light and sharing those educational resources. And of course, the Austin Regional Manufacturers Association, my buddy Kevin over there, I mean, they are running an awesome operation. They are really just bringing the resources to the local Austin, Central Texas market with all this expansion in manufacturing. It's more than just the electronics manufacturing industry that you find myself and so many of my colleagues working in, is manufacturing as a whole. And I am surprised every single day when I see about all the new companies that are moving to Austin. I'm very happy. And the last thing I want to plug is the speaker we had at our last Austin SMTA event. And I promise after this, I'll shut up, but Angela Gargano is a new motivational personal development speaker that I was introduced to on a personal level many years ago, but I finally got to work with her on a business level, and hear her keynote was one of the most inspirational things I have ever heard. So if you're watching this and you're a business and you're just looking for new ways to spark more morale in your company or invest in your employees so that they can learn some new soft skills that'll make them a better employee. Because I tell you this, as a business owner, if you invest in your employees, that is the number one way to create employee loyalty. So reach out to Angela Gargano. I'll put her information in the text so that way you can reach out to her, see her website, but just inquire about hiring someone like Angela. If it's not Angela, someone like Angela that can bring these new soft skills and inspirational presentations to your company, because I promise you that is the best investment you can make for your employees. So let's slow down the turnover. Let's invest in our employees, help them grow as people, and you'll have more loyalty. But that's it. That is my JW Rant of the Week. Angela Gargano, great work. Ohio SMTA, amazing job. Austin SMTA, keep going. And of course, Kevin over at Austin Regional Manufacturers Association, man, you just got it going on. So Justin Word and JW Rant of the Week, over and out.